Fortunately for us AA historians, we know quite a bit about Bill Wilson's childhood. He grew up in Vermont in a community where several wealthy families had vacation homes that they spent the summer at. Bill Wilson, on the other hand, was a product largely of a broken home. His parents got divorced when he was very small. He and his sister were largely raised by his mother's father, who was kind of a colorful character. He was referred to locally as the village atheist. Apparently he was one of those guys that liked to run around showing how different books of the Bible contradicted each other and so forth, which probably went a long way to explaining where Bill Wilson picked up a lot of his anti-religious attitudes growing up. But the main thing is that because there were so many wealthy families that had summer vacation homes in that area, and Bill Wilson was not really one of them, he always felt like he was kind of an outsider, felt like he didn't fit in. And one particular instance that I think would later show itself to be very dramatic in his life was he overheard his grandfather say that no American could make a boomerang. And as a small child, he was bound and determined that he was going to be the first American to ever make a boomerang. He sat at it. He kept going, kept on, kept trying, kept refining it until one day he took his grandfather outside. He pulled out his homemade boomerang. He threw it. It flew and it came back. And his grandfather was absolutely amazed, and he just shouted out that, you're the #1 man. You're the first one there. You're the first American to ever do it. And that would be a pattern with Bill Wilson after that. He just had this overwhelming urge and desire and drive to be the #1 man at everything he did. He had to be the #1 man at every business venture he got into. He had to be the #1 man in every conversation he got in, and he had this overwhelming desire to be kind of the top man. And that would be a recurring theme throughout most of his life. And it would also be a major factor in what drove his alcoholism.